I want you to make you aware of some of the features on Wiser and the best ways to use them. So like we said, this is an image tagging. So when you type it, you have to fill it in. So here was it, who is it, Sinai, label the dots, is it Moshe, Kohanim, Levim, the sound of the shofar. So I could write the sound of the shofar, and then it stopped pulsating. If you have the feedback feature on, which I showed you how to use already, then if you do not write the exact correct answer with the exact correct spelling, it will be marked incorrect. So you have the option of turning off feedback, or you can also de-assign the points. On each feature, you can take away points. Then you'd go back into create and edit. And here it says set point value. And you could do set point value, and you could take away the points. You can increase them or decrease them, and you can make it 0. And that way, if they misspell it, they won't get it wrong, but that way you also won't know by looking at it in a bird's eye view if they got it wrong. Also bear in mind here the 3 dots, you can change the question's order. I could make it 2, 3, I could duplicate the question. These 3 bars are very helpful. And also I want to point out over here, these are tags. Tags, you could write Jewish holidays, Shavuot, Sinai, and I wrote grade 5 over here in the corner, and that way if someone searches in Wiser Community for Shavuot or Sinai or any of these words, this will appear as long as the Share with Teachers feature is on. So we're going back to, that's all right, I'm going to go back to the preview of the pulsating tags and remind you, if you want to make a word bank up here, you can put all the words here in Hebrew or in English or whatever language you want, and the student can then copy and paste. Or you can make it more difficult and not give them any suggestions whatsoever. I do encourage you to use higher order thinking skills. We've talked about this before in your Wisers. Don't just make it look like a worksheet that you have on paper. Don't just put it on a Wiser. Make it interesting, have images, have videos, hyperlink. You can hyperlink text. This is the hyperlink to the Ma'amad Har Sinai, which was this past week's Parsha, which is exciting. So if you want to use this exact Wiser, you can. You could also copy and paste the whole text in here in the instructions part if you don't want them going off the page. So you can record, ask them to record what the shofar blast sounded like. We are familiar with Tekiah and Tru'ah. Maybe that's not what the shofar sounded like in Kolot Uvrakim, Kol Shofar Chazak Ma'od. Maybe that's not what it sounded like at Har Sinai. Here's a matching. If you notice, there's only 3 or 4 here because look at the size of the screen. If I have 10 matchings, the student won't be able to answer it correctly, even on an iPad. So make sure you only do 3 or 4, maximum 5 on a page. I'm going to end this tutorial here, and we'll see if you want other screencasts around.